going on with my thing? Is my StreamYard working? Because it's not. Is we live? Let me see. Let me make sure, man. Because everything is stuck. Okay, we live. Had to make sure. It's crazy. Acting kind of slow today. Salute to everybody in the building already. Buddha, Jen S, Dre, what's good? DJ. We gotta wait for a few people to fall in, y'all. Hey, they've been talking about that meteor, y'all. They saying there wasn't no meteor that touched down. I didn't believe it from the jump anyway. Margaret, Brittany was good. Bang Boogie was good. The funny thing about the whole thing with the meteor and everything is no footage of the landing site. Like, where did it land at? Where did it crash at? Nobody. Ain't nobody seen nothing? Ain't that kind of weird to y'all? Amber was good. Right, Margaret. Wow. European active great. You might be on the song with that. Midwest was good. Yeah, I just find that strange, man. Like, I feel like if a meteor landed somewhere like close to my town or close to my home and everything, like, I would go out there to try to see. I want to see. Like, we ain't got no footage of where the damage happened at. Then I seen some videos, they said it landed in a lake. But if it landed in a lake, did y'all hear how it sounded? How did it land in a lake, but it sounded like it hit land, some explosion type shit? I don't know, man. The Druber was good. Kind of crazy, man. I don't want to believe it was a missile, but you never know, man. I don't know. Of course, they not gonna tell us the truth. Of course, they will not tell us the truth, but we gonna get into all that, man. We gonna get into all that. And did y'all see the new video, the Netanyahu new videos? They've been trying so hard to convince us that he's still out here. Every video they've been putting out of him look like his AI, though. It's crazy. Midwest, you said they said it was 2 explosions. See, that's crazy. What's up, darling? Let's get into the content, y'all. More people fall in as we start. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Let's get into it.
Mr. Prime Minister, I wanted you to know the president asked me to come and make sure you were okay.
Yes, Mike. Yes, I'm alive.
I checked that, and I'm happy to see that. But he wanted to make sure because, you know, you guys get along too well.
I know, and we shake hands with 5 fingers in each hand. You know, but I have to tell you, I'm alive, but I have this card.
Oh.
And yeah, don't read it. So it's a punch card.
Mm-hmm.
Today I erased 2 names on the punch cards, and you see how many more to go on this batch.
You know what the good news is? My name is not on the punch card.
Your name is on the list of the good guys.
Thank you.
And what the president, the U.S. forces.
Don't this video just seem so weird, y'all? It's like they trying their hardest to convince us like he all right, man. But it just seems so weird to me, man. Timothy was good, fam. Angela the Dow, the boss lady. Thank you so much, boss lady. Much love to you and your fam too. Happy Wednesday. Charisma, Megan. Y'all say it's fake. Definitely fake. To me, I believe it's fake.
Are doing is incredible. We're very proud. proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with him.
This is very common in Cuba. Just look how big it is. It's huge. It smells horrible. It smells like shit. Every 3 to 4 blocks, you see a pile of garbage like that. Eventually, the city will come and clean it up, but then you won't see them for another 3 to 4 months. So if you ever visit Cuba, you're definitely gonna see that waste management is a big issue here in the city of Havana.
That's crazy.
Cuba has about 2 weeks of oil left, maybe less, and I need you all to understand what that actually means.
Danny
Cuba is
boy, what
about to
up?
become the next
Auntie, what's
Gaza.
good?
In the last month alone, the US seized 5 oil tankers heading to Cuba. This is the largest naval deployment in the Caribbean since the Cuban Missile Crisis. They've got drones tracking Mexican tankers. And Trump signed an executive order threatening any country on earth that sells Cuba oil with tariffs. Mexico looked at $400 billion in trade exposure to the US and immediately stopped shipments. Venezuela's supply got destroyed by force, so now Cubans are experiencing 20-hour daily blackouts. Hospitals are running on generators that are about to run out of diesel. And Marco Rubio literally testified to Congress that regime change is the objective. Trump said, quote, "I think it's just going to fall." They're not even hiding it anymore. But here's the thing. This has been happening for decades. Every year at the UN, 187 nations vote to condemn the US embargo on Cuba, 33 consecutive years. The most lopsided vote in UN history. It's just the US and obviously Israel voting no. And every single year, every country that votes against the embargo lets their banks enforce it anyway. Why? Because 88% of all global foreign exchange transactions touch the US dollar because one country controls the pipes through which the world's money moves. And the US has fined foreign banks, BNP Paribas, HSBC, Societe Generale, banks from countries that oppose the embargo, over $13 billion in fines for processing Cuba-related payments. So most banks just refuse all Cuba operations now. 69% of necessary medicines are unavailable in Cuba, not scarce or not expensive, literally banned from entering the country. This is the same Cuban government that offered to send 1,500 doctors to help Americans after Hurricane Katrina. The Bush administration said no. During COVID, Cuba exported doctors across Latin America, whilst richer nations hoarded vaccines. They're literally renowned worldwide for training medical personnel and sending them to places like Palestine. Cuba has
This shit's sad. This seems like some more bully shit. The U.S. back on they what we usually good for, bullying, taking over shit. Like this crazy right here. Trizzy been talking about Cuba too. He been saying they go fold and all that. He been saying that too. Like this shit crazy. Gates, Quan was good.
Literacy rates that shame the US. And that's why the US would rather see Cuba become a concentration camp than succeed, because if Cuba thrives, it proves there is an alternative, that capitalism and imperialism and endless exploitation aren't inevitable. The Cuban government is now calling this what it is, a genocidal blockade. They're preparing emergency measures to try to keep people in nursing homes and hospitals alive, rationing plans for millions. And this is literally life or death struggle for 11 million people. So if Cuba falls, it won't be because socialism doesn't work. It will be because the largest empire in human history, run by PDFs, spent 6 decades and trillions of dollars making sure it couldn't. Remember that when you see the headlines about failed states and economic collapse. This siege is the story. Everything else is just the obituary they are writing in advance.
What's going on right now is a regime change.
That shit's sad. And then Big Homie CC just said the same thing she said. What's going on right now is a regime change. They trying to change it up in Iran, Cuba, so they can control all the power. They can have control over all of it. The U.S. grimy, man. I hate to say it, man. America, we grimy over here, man. This shit crazy. GLC was good. Freaky for her. What's up?
It's not war until it's boots on the ground.
Right.
You don't see, it's not considered war until you see American troops on Iran soil. You see what I'm saying? So right now, it's called a military skirmish.
Right.
And as the skirmish is taking place, I feel like people underestimated Iran's abilities.
Right.
Because I think they didn't, I think they underestimated their ability to produce hypersonic missiles. So hypersonic missiles are what's striking Tel Aviv, striking Dubai,
Right.
striking Kuwait,
Right.
Striking all through Israel, striking military bases all throughout the Middle East.
Right.
And the problem is, you know, Dubai is a vacation spot. That place is where all of the ballers go. That's where people go to. That's where all the most billionaires and millionaires in one location is there. They never experienced what's going on right now. Right. I don't think they expected Iran to be able to have the capabilities to actually strike on the mainland.
Right.
What's happening now is, though, there have been, well, you know, I monitor certain things.
Right.
One of those things I monitor is the threat level alert on FBI government websites.
Right.
It was yellow, then it went to orange. Right now it's red.
What the color perspective?
So yellow is like caution, orange is like imminent, red is like get your ass ready, it's about to blow up. So right now on the West Coast is red right now.
Oh my God!
And there's an alert saying that there may be a drone attack on the West Coast.
And we on the West Coast.
We on the West Coast.
So.
Hey, when I first seen this, I thought this was fake, y'all. This is really a weapon that they have. It's called a damn, what they say it's called. It's like a little laser type thing that be like catching missiles in the air and blowing them up. Damn, it's called not a ram. The RAF? It's something. I forgot what they call it though. Ace, what's good, fam? DJ, what up? That shit crazy. I guess it like shoots something. I don't know if it's bullets or what it is. Like they shoot something out and it intercept the missiles. But it sounds so scary. Can you imagine just being somewhere and just seeing that shit happen over your head while you out eating or something? It's crazy. Michael, what's good? That's crazy. Damn.
But I predicted Osama bin Laden would knock out the World Trade Center. I made that prediction a year before he did. I said, you better get him. He's a bad guy. I watched him be interviewed one time, and I said, that's a bad guy. You better get him.
Trizzy, if you don't stop capping, you know what happened with that motherfucking World Trade Centers and everything. You already know that shit was odd. Come on now.
1 year before, exactly. I wrote it in a book. You can even check about a year before the World Trade Center then came down. President Clinton actually had a shot at him, and he didn't take it. Unfortunately, I'm not blaming him for that, but he didn't take it. And he ended up knocking down the World Trade Center, but I predicted that too. I predicted a lot of things.
Nah, one thing I know about my city is everything travels quickly. If one person hears about it, the entire city hears about it, right? So who actually seen the meteor?
Right.
Where is it at? How did NASA not know about it? I need answers, like yesterday.
Okay, so now meteors just falling in the damn lake. Loud. You can't make this up.
It went into the lake. He said it went into the lake.
Look, y'all.
Listen how close it was. Look at this.
Damn.
And that's the 20th floor.
Have y'all seen what's going on in Texas? Crazy things all up in the sky, zombie warnings at a courthouse in Texas. This video was recorded by this guy right here, and thank you to the girl that reached out to me and sent it to me. This is not a meteor, guys. You can see it going around in circles and doing all sorts of weird stuff. At the same time, they heard something all the way from Ohio to New York, they were saying. It was a loud, crazy boom that shook everything. And we got this thing going on at the same time. And this is in Texas. And obviously in Texas, they're finding little pamphlets that are about preparing for zombies. And I'm not saying it's related, but I'm saying it's weird that all this happens at the same exact time. By the way, have you seen all the meteors lately? Like the last week? It's just every single day we're seeing these in the sky. And don't even lie to yourself and say it's a meteor. This thing is doing gymnastics in the sky, going around in circles and left and right. So I guess zombies is next. What do y'all think?
The moon is about to disappear. Not metaphorically, not symbolically, literally. On March 18th at 9:23 p.m. Eastern, the moon goes completely dark. Astronomers call it a new moon. They'll tell you it's just part of the normal lunar cycle.
9:23 Eastern time. That was a what? That was a few minutes ago, wasn't it? 14 minutes ago. The moon disappeared.
The moment the moon passes between Earth and the sun, and the side facing Earth goes dark. And scientifically, they're right. But here's where it gets interesting. Ancient civilizations didn't look at moments like this as just another phase. They built entire calendars around the moon. The Babylonians tracked time by lunar cycles. Early Egyptian calendars were originally tied to the moon before switching to the solar system we recognize today. The Maya also tracked lunar movements closely and tied them to ritual timing and celestial events. You see, to them, this wasn't just astronomy. It was timing, a signal, a reset point, a threshold. In ancient Mesopotamia, priests and scholars believed movements in the sky could reveal signs about what might happen on Earth. In other words, people once looked at the sky not just to measure time, but to read warnings. So ask yourself this: why did so many ancient cultures pay such close attention to the exact moment the moon disappeared? Was it simply because they were more connected to the sky than we are now? Or did they believe that when the moon vanished, something shifted with it?
Wow.
Maybe nothing happens on March 18th. Maybe it's just another new moon. But if ancient civilizations treated this moment like a gateway, a reset, or even a sign, then maybe the better question is not what is happening to the moon, but what did they think was happening to us while it disappeared? What do you think ancient people understood about this moment that modern people brush off? In spite of, keep watching the sky.
I don't know what's going on. What is supposed to mean when the moon disappear? It gotta mean something, because the moon definitely be up in that sky during the day, night. It seems like it don't never disappear. It's always up there. Shit crazy. Big Ant, shoes. Salute. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Keep the algorithm jumping, y'all. It's crazy out here right now, man. It's so crazy. Baby Case, what's good? Let's keep it rolling. This right here is crazy. This was in New York. people was looking up, shit was on fire. I know they had PTSD from the towers and everything. I know that was like a crazy moment seeing this for real. F Tank Frank was good, fam. Salute, salute. Appreciate you.
Central Station right now. Please be advised there's no effect to the building. We might see ashes coming off the glass, but that's not a factor right now. Again, this is just an announcement. Thank you.
Okay.
Young people is so fucking wicked. We've been in 80 degrees, 70 and 80 degrees for weeks. I planted a garden yesterday and it started snowing today. Them people so fucking wicked, man.
They pressing them buttons.
Earth is going through a spiritual flu right now, and a lot of us are going through it too. So many of you probably feel like, oh my God, I don't know why I feel like this, baby. It's because the earth is vibrating higher and we are vibrating with it as well. Okay, here's the thing. A lot of people feel like CERN machine is the reason why the weather has been all crazy. One day is hot, one day is cold. No, it is because Mother Earth is having flu symptoms right now. And like I said, we have those too. So a lot of us probably feel right now like you are very weak. You are very fatigued because I've been sleeping like a newborn baby. Do you hear me? Right? That it's not the real flu, okay? A lot of us have a lot of sinus headaches, right?
I have been feeling kind of weird though. I ain't gonna lie. Dre, appreciate that Cash App, fam. I just got that Cash App. Much love, my dog. I appreciate you. Bad Bob, thank you for that super chat, fam. Appreciate you too, fam. Much love to y'all, man. I appreciate the support. All the love, always, man.
A lot of pressure behind the eye, that pulsing, pounding headache at the crown of your head, the ear ringing, the throat chakra itchy, and all that good stuff, right? Y'all, it's not the actual flu. It is a spiritual flu. At least that's the name that I'm giving it, okay? Like I said before, y'all, we are going through a split from the 3D to the 5D realm, right? We are going through this big transformation, this major transition. And as the earth is vibrating higher, we as humans, or spiritual beings, we are vibrating at a higher frequency as well. So right now, our body is going through rewiring, right? It's purging, it's detoxing, it's doing all types of funky shit. And I ain't even gonna lie to you, baby. It's a little bit too much for the girl to handle, but chosen ones, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
Damn.
Holy shit.
And then what is this? Like this always be in the sky. This what y'all say? What they be saying this is this SpaceX or what is this thing supposed to be? This should be in the sky often. We like a lot of people be capturing this. Shit crazy.
Shit. I ain't never seen it like that. You can see stuff falling from it.
That shit crazy.
That's so cool.
That look crazy right there.
It's just going down, it looks like. Ain't no way that's in space. Why is it going down? That's cool. Shit. Look at that shit.
That look crazy.
See,
Probably
this
is
right
CGI.
here is exactly why people get mad. When we talked about countries having insect drones or insect surveillance, people called us crazy. We even talked about it back in the day, heading towards this direction. And people said we were paranoid. or we watch too many movies. But look now, China just unveiled their mosquito drone. Mosquito drone. Look at this video.
China has revealed a mosquito-sized drone designed for silent surveillance and covert military missions.
Damn.
Fool, you cannot.
A mosquito-sized drone? I know they've been out here. I know they've been out here. I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, China going, they finna just let us know. Yeah, it's out here. Remember we was talking about this a while back? It's crazy.
Make that up. How many times have something been called a conspiracy just to later find out that this was already being worked on behind the scenes? Now, I'm not saying every theory is right. All I'm saying is, just because something don't seem real in your mind or you just can't grasp it, doesn't mean it's not real. This is what people do that I hate. They want to mock us in the beginning when we're talking about it. Then when this stuff is in development, they ignore it. But right soon as shit hit the fan and come out, they be looking shocked like, what the fuck? When we already told y'all.
They can have a mosquito following you around, man. Surveillancing you. Probably audio on it, everything. You think it's just a little bug and shit, man. This whole time, it's capturing everything. Shit crazy. Yeah, that is smart, though. That's smart, definitely. And you know China, they smart than a motherfucker, man. They way more far advanced than us with the technology and shit. But of course, let us tell it. We got the best everything. We number one in everything. Truth, lady. Grandmother was good.
Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments.
Oh, have you heard about the device that can accumulate human energy and store it and then use it for psychic purposes? You know, the one the CIA wrote about that Russia made? Oh, I'm sure you didn't, because I did not either. And I have a deep dive for you. Okay, so I'm writing a book on what I'm calling plasma intelligence, which is the fourth state of matter and how it has metaphysical properties. What I think that is the same thing they're writing about here, which is how I stumbled across this, a little deep web internet search. And I found the information very interesting. And you probably never would have stumbled upon this unless you were looking up what I am, which no one does, which is a word called bioplasma, which is what the CIA was thinking meant human energy, or what I say is the soul. So here is the CIA document. It is like 70 pages or something. They're studying here telepathy in animals and people, remote viewing, the airport technique, which is very interesting. And I'll say,
I hate when people be making these videos and they think they showing. She thinks she's showing the documents and everything, everything, but it's not popping up. It's showing that video in the background, but they think we be seeing it. Shit crazy.
That for another video. And more importantly, the psychotronic generator. They also have what's called the psychotronic model of man. I think you guys might have.
Bioplasma energy, y'all. Bioplasma energy.
Magic.
How do they be doing this with some of this magic, y'all? Planimus Prime was good. August was good.
Can you believe that the big cup holds the same quantity of the liquid like a small cup?
Man, how, man? How? It gotta be some type of like some spirits or something, because like some of this magic just don't be making sense. And I'll be trying so hard, like, how did they do that? Like what kind of illusion did they do to make us think that this happened and it didn't happen like that? Like some of this stuff is like unexplainable. I don't understand it.
I will show you something crazy. Are you ready? Check
Man, how, man?
I'm gonna use
You have the spirits. It's not magic, it's the spirits.
Some of this shit is crazy.
His magic is beyond reality and amazes everyone who sees these tricks. Even Houdini himself and Copperfield would envy his performances, which draw crowds all over the world, and many are convinced that this man is not from our planet. His most famous phone trick has long been puzzling the greatest minds in the world, but so far all efforts have been in vain. And here is that very trick, where the illusionist, standing in the middle of the street, asks for a girl's phone and explains that he will now shrink it several times. It seems impossible, but before everyone's eyes, he shrinks the phone, then asks for a glass bottle, pours out some liquid, and places the phone inside. Now watch closely. With a light movement, he makes the phone return to its normal size. Then he asks to call the owner to show everyone that it really belongs to the girl who originally gave him the phone. However, we found the secret behind this trick and uploaded it to our Telegram channel. Link in the profile.
Huh? They talking about they found the secret and uploaded it to their Telegram. They want people to join their Telegram, man. If y'all don't get the... Oh, my God, man.
Simply put, magic is the ability of the gods to shift, create, or alternate their environment, be it chemically, biologically, or physically. Oh. Yeah, hey, overlook any typos, y'all. Just get the message, all right? Because I'll be typing fast, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the message to y'all, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about spelling anyway, because it's witchcraft, really. You know what I'm saying? The way we've been taught to use it anyway, all right? So get the message, y'all. What is magic? Magic is science that we do not understand yet, all right? Or ancient technology of the gods that the human beings and their extraterrestrial allies, draconian reptilians, do not understand how to master, control, or use. So basically what happened was this. When they came to our planet and they seen us doing all this stuff, they called it superhero abilities and they called it magic, because they not only do they not have access to it, but they do not understand how to use it. Okay? Y'all with me? That's why they called it magic and taught us that it wasn't real. All right? Because they don't understand how to use this technology that only we have access to. They can only use us to do this technology for them. All right? So, simply put, magic is the ability of the gods to shift or create or alternate their environment. Y'all focus on this. So you can shift or alternate your environment, be it chemically, okay? This is why alchemists are able to turn metal to gold, be it biologically. This is why you are able to shapeshift, walk through walls, or levitate, or attract things to you, or, I mean, whatever you can think of, you can do, all right? You can even shape, which is what the reptilians do. You can alter the way you look all the way together, all right? Or physically, all right? This is what magic truly is. Let's keep it going, all right? Now, why do West...
Man. I don't know, man. I know that magic shit be creeping me out. I don't know if it just be gimmicks and fake shit, or some of the shit just be real people got some real powers or something. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But it definitely be tricking me sometimes. Some of this shit, I just be like, how? Like, I can't believe it. Crazy, crazy. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Hit that like button. Keep the algorithm jumping, y'all. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Jamie Foxx just exposed the fact that they really tried to clone him in this video. The thing about it, he sprinkled some truth in it, and then he also sprinkled some trolling in it. People could be like, he just trolling. Fool, he was not trolling. The white part, maybe he was exaggerating it, but fool, he's telling the truth. Especially the part when he said he was in good health, so he don't understand how he had that stroke. Y'all, listen to this video.
And so I snuck my phone to see what people were saying. I've just been in this hospital, and I couldn't get my mind around it. I had a stroke. I'm in fucking perfect shape. The clone shit threw me. Yes. When they said I was a clone, that made me flip in the hospital. That's it. These motherfuckers are trying to clone me. I didn't have a stroke. So I'm sitting in the hospital bed like these bitch ass, and then I saw me walking through my room. But I'm white, so I see the white me. But he had a Caesar too? Just not like all that, the white me. And I'm like, and I'm trying to get their attention.
And then y'all seen the other buddy face, he like, damn, I don't think we should be talking about this. But like I said, Jamie Foxx is serious, y'all. Why would he wake up from the hospital bed and think, damn, I'm in perfect good health? How the hell?
He might have got cloned because I remember everybody was saying, like, remember he had got that tattoo? I don't know if that tattoo is real or not. That might have been just for a movie or something, but they said when, after all that stuff, that health scare happened, when he came back, the tattoo was gone. He was looking different and acting different for a second. He was acting weird. Y'all remember he was acting weird, one talking to paparazzi and everything, like when he came back from that health scare or whatever happened. And didn't he play in the movie didn't he play in the movie they cloned Tyrone? Was Jamie Foxx in that movie? Yeah, he was in that movie, man. Shit crazy.
I had a stroke, and then they're trying to clone me because he said he's seen it. He must know they really be doing shit like that.
Don't ever in your effing life use one of these to cook
microwave,
food. Let me explain. If you don't want to pay the ultimate price, never put your food in here.
I stopped using that shit 10 years ago.
Here's the instruction manual. It clearly states in English, warning, users may experience heart disease, kidney failure, fluid in the lungs. That if you use this, you might be feeling faint nausea, discomfort, headache, coughing, irritation of the mouth and throat, stomach, discomfort,
not even
chest, palpitations, and pain. Heartburn. That's basically what it says, all right? Problems with respiratory. So never in your life use one of these. Put your food in this to cook. I know we all grew up with them, but this is just the hard truth.
Man, you like 20, 30 some years late, fam. We've been using them motherfuckers for so long now. It's like how long people been using the microwaves for so long now, you know what I'm saying? I know people then started changing up and getting like little ovens, little small, little compact, little conventional ovens and stuff like that and everything, but motherfuckers been using microwaves for a long time, man.
We grew up with them. We grew up with a lot of stuff that's unhealthy for us. A lot of our folks was lazy and just ignorant, bro. I don't care, bro. Like, you gotta think about this. A lot of us grew up in the hood. You telling me you couldn't figure out nothing for 10 years, 12 years? You telling me you had to feed me unhealthy stuff for 10 years consecutively, 15 years consecutively? You ain't do no research? I'm not saying my folks in particular, but I'm just saying, like, there's no excuse, bro. A lot of parents is lazy, bro. And a lot of households are lazy. A lot of people are lazy, bro. It takes, I understand we in the information is put out there now more commonly, but the past 6 years, you should have been got rid of this, bro.
We sitting here talking about the Epstein file, and the whole entire time, CERN opened up a portal. Did you know that? Did you know that? The whole entire time, they opened up a portal. Yeah, it's just one distraction after the next, 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 and so forth. I mean, has anyone else noticed how faster the time has been going? I mean, it's been going by fast. It's been speeding. It's been zoom. It's been speeding. But have y'all noticed that time is just going by super, super duper duper faster now? Hello? By the time you go to sleep, it's what, 7 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, and it gets deeper than this. It gets deeper than this, okay? It's a little disturbing.
Okay, so it's about 2 in the morning. The dog woke me up insisting to come outside. Look at our patio. Look at this.
Damn.
It cannot be what I think it is. Man. Look at that.
Shit, some hit your ground, fam. Some. I don't know what it was.
No way, right? Maybe we should play the lottery. Think insurance will give us a new patio?
Shit, good luck telling your insurance company about that one right there. They might deny that claim.
You guys want to see something fantastic but devastating? Or an object in space is going to get intercepted, okay? We have a meteor strike on its way. We have fireballs and meteor showers on its way, okay? We have an asteroid coming directly to the planet on its way.
We're at News 5.
That's crazy. And this was January 12th when he did this video.
Heard it too. NASA just confirmed this was a meteor.
It was just like a boom, like that. Whoa, what the was that?
I'm on the hunt for a meteorite.
Yeah, Cleveland, Ohio, residents in Ohio, northeastern Ohio, neighboring state. That wasn't a meteor. It was not. I mean, y'all gotta use your fucking brains for a second. Like, it almost got me. I ain't gonna lie, it almost got me. Like, if it was a meteor, where's the evidence and the pictures behind it? Like, y'all gotta understand science and some of the elements that we have and deal with on this earth. What happens when you got scourging flames of fire that impact cold ass water? What happens? Use your brains now. I know y'all don't like science, but use your brains. Think of volcanoes near water. What happens when the lava touches the water? It solids up, right? Okay. If we had a fucking meteor, big as the one they said, you know, that it was, like what they say, 177,000 pounds, mind you. If we had a ball of fire that fucking hot and that heavy,
And then how do they know the size of it, how much it weighed and all this shit and everything if they didn't know it was coming? And then, like, did they find it? Did they examine it and test it or something? Like, how do they know this? Like, where the fuck that information come from?
just impacted into not an ocean, a lake. Smaller space, a lake. Don't you think it would have been something catastrophic that happened? Don't you think we would have had evidence? Mind you, maybe even some deaths, unfortunately, for the people nearby. We're talking that sonic ass boom and sound was at Lake Erie, but everybody so fucking far away from it heard it and felt it.
Right.
That much power, you think if it hit a fucking lake, hot as it was, and cold as that water is in dead mid of almost over winter. We're not in spring yet. We're still in winter, mind you. That water is cold as shit. What do you think would have happened? But it was a meteor, right? Okay.
And then in the past, anytime a meteor, when they say a meteor is supposed to be hitting Earth, right? Well, they always somehow can predict it, or they seen it in space. It's on its way here. We seen it in space. Be careful. They'll throw a date out there around this. It should be touching around this date and all this type of shit. Like, so they after they said this meteor was that big, how big it was? Do you mean tell me they had no like preparation? Nobody just sounded alarm like, oh yeah, we got one coming in. Like nobody said nothing. It just hit. Then there's no aftermath of it. Like no footage, nothing, no pictures. I've been looking for pictures and footage of it all day. I'm like, man, ain't nobody seen where the meteor hit. A couple people said it went into the water, but if it went into the water, then how did it? Like, did y'all hear it? Like it sounded like some shit blew up. Like I don't understand it. Like I don't know, man.
I don't know what it possibly could have been, but it wasn't no goddamn meteor. Like I said, it had me for a second. I was like, wow, I seen some footage and I'm like, wow, it is a meteor. But then I'm just like, wait a minute. If it was a meteor, it's a lot of things that would have happened. And then we would have had evidence. They would have showed us, because us humans like to see cool shit. Like when the solar eclipse happened, we saw that in the flesh. Why are they showing shit? That wasn't no meteor. It wasn't a meteor. It wasn't.
Full disclaimer, if you haven't seen the movie on Netflix called War Machine, go watch it. But this next story right here, listen up, because the fact that this happened literally a week after this movie dropped. So I just got a notification on my phone that there was an explosion that took place in Cleveland, Ohio earlier this morning. And I don't know if y'all been on Netflix, but I watched this movie called War Machine. And it was about a meteor that hit an area, and these rangers were going out into this setting to go and fight this random thing to be able to pass ranger school. And they come across this war machine. And it looked like something that hit the ground that was from another planet, whatever. All I need Cleveland to do is tell us where this thing landed, show us some pictures, something, so we can know for sure that it ain't a war machine that then landed in Cleveland, Ohio.
And then, don't y'all, like, with all these people asking all these questions, like, where did it land? Like, wouldn't it be like an investigation going on? If they wasn't hiding nothing, I feel like they would have helicopters out there be showing us, like, oh yeah, this is where the meteor touched down at. They'd be showing us all on the news and everything. But you ain't hearing nothing about this. Like it's like they trying to sweep this under the rug too. You ain't hearing nothing about this unless you're on like TikTok or something, or these personal stories from people and everything. If it was something, I just feel like, what I'm saying, this like some secret. They trying to keep some shit a secret or something.
But if y'all saw the movie, comment below. Tell me what y'all think about this. Literally was on the news this morning.
I got a question. So a meteor crashed in Ohio today, right? Rocked Ohio. Where's the crash site? How come I can't find one photo of a crash site? All of Ohio, basically, northeast, southeast, something, I don't know, somewhere, but Ohio. It got rocked. There's videos of it flying. There's videos of the boom. Where's the crash site? Right. There's no photos of a crash site. Ain't nobody flew. The government ain't flew no helicopter over it to go check it out.
Right.
Ain't nobody drove out to it. Where's the crash site? Or did something else hit Earth?
So if a meteor hit Cleveland or passed and there was a big boom and everybody heard it, where did it land? Why do we have any sightings? What's going on? Cause I'm nosy. Like, I don't live directly in Cleveland, so I didn't hear it. But I want to know more. Does anybody have any pictures? Was anybody outside? Did anybody witness it? Y'all just heard it, but y'all didn't see anything? What's going on? I need more answers. Like, I'm seeing everybody talking about it, but I need more answers. I need to know, like, what exactly happened. Like, so we just hearing booms, but we don't got no proof of where it happened, where it dropped. It just flew over and it just sound like a boom. How does a boom sound like a boom, but it flies over and it don't hit nothing?
Right.
I need answers. Like, please, Cleveland, please tell me what is going on.
There are space rocks on the ground in Medina County, Ohio.
What should people look for?
Well, if you follow the Hollywood notion of things, you would expect to see a smoking hot rock in a crater, right? But the truth is, meteorites are very cold by the time they land. So you can pick a meteorite up off the ground the minute it lands. And they don't leave craters because they're falling at terminal velocity, which is about 300 miles an hour. That's fast, but it's not supersonic fast. So you will find rocks on the ground, and generally they look like pieces of charcoal. They have this black fusion crust like a charcoal briquette, and inside will be silvery or grayish. So, but don't look for smoking rocks and craters. Whatever you do, you're not going to find them.
Man, this fucking prick. Jeremy Nelson, salute, fam. Appreciate that super chat. This whole dickhead right here. Of course, he gonna try to justify it. He worked for NASA. Of course, he go look at him smiling, just like man, get the fuck out of here, man. We don't want to hear that shit, man. You don't know nothing, man. You just lying to us to keep the people. Say this. They probably gave you that, told you to put that out there. I don't believe it one bit. He's a fucking get out of here with that, man. I don't know, man. I just find it quite strange. Like, they saying that motherfucking meteor was so big and it hit, and ain't nobody went and taped nothing. Ain't nobody went and took a picture. Ain't nobody went to the site where it crashed at. Like, it gotta be some type of damage. You see, my man showed the windows. He was by, and his windows shattered and all that. Like, so I'm pretty sure some more stuff that happened, but you don't see nobody that went to the actual crash site. Like, that shit kind of crazy to me, man. Like, I don't know. At this point right now, I just can't rule out nothing. We don't know what's going on. We might have got hit with something. We might have got hit with something from the other way. It might not been no meteor. Of course, they gonna tell us that, but we don't know, man. Salute to everybody though, man. Stay on wave, y'all. Take it day by day. Protect your peace watching these videos. Keep that positive, good energy around. Keep that love around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, we will win. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, we will win. Salute to my content management moderators. Everybody in the chat. Appreciate all the super chats, cash apps, all the love, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Fam over.